So our program has been in operation for just over a year now, and to this point, we have conducted 80 investigations of homes throughout the Dubuque area, and that is both single-family homes and rental properties. We still have 90 inspections that we can complete, and hopefully we can do more than that. As far as total projects completed, we've completed 38 today, and we have 90 yet to do, and that would be done within the next 2 years. Primarily, as I said, we are helping single-family homeowners, but also rental properties. Eligibility is determined by the income of the family. In a rental property, it's based on the income of the tenants. And also, we do require the presence of a child under the age of 6 that either lives there or visits. So, you know, sometimes it's grandparents might have lead paint in their home and they watch their grandchildren. So we really do work with anybody who has young children, because that's definitely where the dangers and hazards of lead paint are affecting the young children.
Okay. And so how beneficial has this program been for families, individuals in Dubuque that might have lead paint in their home? I mean, how much would it cost them if they were to try and do this on their own?
It is extremely expensive, and the more historic a property, the more expensive it is. Our average is approximately $14,000. Now, we have spent significantly more money in properties that have needed it. We do try to partner with other programs. We have a rehabilitation program. There's a resiliency B Branch Healthy Homes program. We try to collaborate and pool our funds to get these homes as much remediation and renovation as possible. So individuals doing this on their own, it would be extremely expensive and hard for families to take care of these hazards. That's why they're so prevalent in this town of older housing stock. You know, Dubuque has older housing stock. About 83% of the housing stock is older. So it's very, very expensive and not very easy for a family to take care of the hazards. So our program is very, very necessary.
Yeah. And I guess how much has the city spent thus far, over what time period, and how much is left?
Since the program has started, we've spent approximately $800,000. Now, some of that is salary, but direct program cost is like $500,000. So that's into these properties, getting rid of this lead paint. We have 2 years left, and we have approximately $2.2 million left to spend.
I signed up for them to come over and take an assessment of our windows. We had pretty deteriorating windows. They came in, they did some work to see, you know, what windows had what areas of the house had lead. They also looked for like radon that was in the basement, if there's any radon in the basement. And they also came and found out that we had a blockage where our hot water heater hits the chimney. So uncovering all that, I had to have somebody come over and look, and there was actually 4 birds' nests, 8 birds that was actually blocking where the chimney and the hot water heater vent out. So it was a pretty bad hazard right there. So that was one of the main things that they also helped with.
And so I guess how helpful, how important was it for you to have that assistance from the city?
It was very beneficial for us. It was helpful because, one, you know, as many windows, we do have a big home. I think there was at least over 20 windows that are in this home. So, you know, if you figure per window, it's a substantial amount of money, you know, to get fixed per window. And we didn't have the resources or the money to, you know, do every single window. So when we heard that they did have this program, I thought, well, it would be a great idea to go for it.
Yeah. And how many children, I guess, do you have in your home? I assume that that's kind of the reason, the concern that you had.
Yes, because I'd also, even though my children are above the 6 years of age, one of the stipulations was to have children here at least under 6 that either visited for a short period of time, and I do run an in-home daycare, so that was one of the main things that's a hazard for these children to be here, as well as myself and my family. So that was one big thing that I wanted to get done, was the windows due to the lead, and then the children that are in my home. Yeah.